Hey Virgo, thank you for joining me for your weekly love reading. This is going to be for the week of September 27th through October 3rd. This is going to be a little different than last week's reading. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a couple rows of cards, and then we will talk about those. And then we'll go ahead and jump into some clarifiers. And then we'll go right to the oracle cards then, okay? A little bit different. I'm going to try to keep the energy moving versus it being stagnant. Hopefully this will be a better format. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to play with this as far as layout. I want to be able to make sure that you get the best view, the best seat possible to this, while being able to see all the cards, not just them like on top of each other. So kind of bear with me while I play along with this. Also, I do apologize ahead of time. I do realize that I say and whatnot and whatever and so many other things, some long awkward pauses, etc. Let me try to adjust this just a little bit more. Okay, I'll have to zoom on in a little bit. But anyways, just so you know, I'm human and I do make all of those little nuances when I, am nervous and such. So as time will go by, please know that that will eventually dissipate. I'm just not used to recording myself and sharing that with the world. So obviously it makes me a tad bit nervous. I'm going to pull one more card, or one more row, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm actually going to take those together. I normally wouldn't, but I feel like they should be taken together. Okay, so Virgo, let's go ahead and talk about the people that we have here. First, we start off here with Temperance. So it could be a Sagittarius coming in. It could also be a Taurus coming in. And I think that... no, that's it. Okay. Yeah, so it could be you're having two people, either Sagittarius or Taurus, coming into your life. Or they could represent actually what the card meaning is. I like to bring them about just so that you're aware of potential energies and who you might be dealing with. We also do have this King of Cups here. So they could be a water sign. And of course with the water sign, this could be a masculine water sign coming in. Water signs, they're definitely a refreshing type of people. They're charming, mysterious. They can be private, sensitive, and emotional. It's kind of like my little textbook definition of them. They are definitely an emotionally caring person. They tend to be emotional, but they don't sit there and fully always show it out to the world. They have those deep emotional connections and bonds with people. So let's go ahead and dig on into your reading. I have to first say that we have Temperance twice here, so a lot of patience is going to be required of you this week. Patience or moderation. Definitely feeling this. You need to be able to balance. Yourself. Balance your interior with your exterior. Being able to put something rightful in balance. It looks like there's something with Judgment here coming up. It looks like something might be resurrected from the past. So, this to a lot of people is about, someone from your past coming back. It's about something in, divinely, bringing this person back. But it looks like, besides that, everything looks great here. You definitely need, like I said, some patience coming on. You're going to feel like you're going to have to stand your ground. Be tall, be proud, be who you are, and take charge. But it's going to be like that defensive type of energy, right? And that's probably why this person's coming back, and that's probably what's going to put you in that mode. But they're coming in to offer you a cup of love. We have this Ace of Cups coming in, and then also the Ten of Cups. So they really see you as this like divine. I want to say divine partner. Actually, yeah, we're going to go with the divine partner because we have Temperance twice. Plus, we have the Four of Wands coming back here. This is blessed with this angel up top here. So they feel that it is a divine connection. It's going to bring total happiness. With the standard card, you have the couple plus the family and the pets. Then you have the rainbow with all the cups. So it's definitely going to be. They want to offer you this cup of love. They want to offer you their love and to have a future with you. Definitely not like a page energy. It's not something small. It's going to be something that's a little bit more substantial, or a lot more substantial, especially since we have these two cards here. We have the Hierophant and then the Four of Wands. With the Hierophant, to me, this is about marriage. It's about higher institutions. So it could be about the church. It could be about school, universities, that type of thing. But combined together, they came out together. So together, it's really representing a marriage. So you could be having someone coming back that is going to, or that they want to, get married to, because they see this as this divine. And I'm not sure if you follow along with, the twin flame type of energies and such, but you have the 1111. 1111 is the sacred numbers, and sacred numbers anyways. Please look them up. I'm not really into numerology, except for I do see these wonderful patterns, But again, this year is about celebrating the home, celebrating the family, being in abundance, So they want to have an abundant marriage with you. They want to have, something traditional. So a commitment, it's not like they're coming in and, they just want to come in and just conquer you and then move on, right? It's not about that at all. I don't see anything that indicates, one, a third party, two, a player energy, or three, if there's going to be any turmoil. It's like the only thing I really see is this, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and you being, standing your ground. But that's also about setting your boundaries, right? Having the patience to set your boundaries to welcome in this person coming back. When you have someone coming back, sometimes sometimes it can be problematic because people come back thinking that the relationship is going to start over where it last left off. They're going to, they could think that it's just going to be exactly the same, the way it was. But luckily for us, we tend to grow as well. So you have to set your boundaries. You need to have that healthy boundary, and saying, hey, I don't like that when you do this, and not being mean about it, but being clear about it. It's a lot of celebration, a lot of happiness. It's going to force you really to take the time to think about this, take the time to reflect on your past relationship. It's going to allow you, again, this growth, this opportunity to grow. What I love about this card is you have these three swords. The three swords is the heartbreak card, right? Heartbreak, depression, pain. But it's on the wall, so it's like you're mentally thinking about this heartbreak, but you have the sword of truth and clarity resting upon you. So you're seeking that truth within you, and you're seeking, also, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt myself here. We have in this card, you have the two swords on one side of the mirror and then one sword on the other side. So it's like you're also making a decision based upon the truth that you know, or truth that is presented, and the facts, not just the truth, but facts. Okay. And again, we have this king, so I'm really, really feeling that this King of Cups is who's coming in, but they're coming in here, obviously, to offer you a cup of their love. So let's go ahead and get some clarity here. We're going to pull 6 cards for clarity. And let's see what other information needs to come through. Sometimes these cards just pop and sometimes they don't. Too many cards. So I do not read reversals, if I haven't mentioned that before in this reading. I feel that the surrounding cards and the surrounding energies will, indicate the best way to read the cards. They'll indicate, if you are, if there is something in your life that needs to be worked on, if there is a shadow aspect to it, or if there is like something negative that's coming out for you to be aware of. So, I personally don't read them very often. Occasionally I'll have somebody ask me to read them that way, or I'll feel that compelled to read them that way. Okay, so as I was rambling on, I have to say that this is kind of funny. Okay, most of these cards are just reinforcing the cards that you already have. They're just duplications. And this is why I use multiple decks, so that we really highlight some of these aspects. We already had Temperance highlighted in 2 different decks. We also have the 4 Swords being highlighted. And really here, with the Temperance, have patience with yourself, right? And set up the boundaries with this person, I'm really getting that, you're going to have to transmute the energies from the past to the present. You're going to have to stand tall of who you are now. Really take pride in who you are now, not who you were in the past, right? Then we have this 10 of Cups, reinforcing again this 10 of Cups. I'm going to go ahead and scoop these over here, and then I'll move this one over here in a second. So this Temperance is about having patience and moderation to receive it, to move forward into this 10 of Cups. Maybe you're really wanting to have this 10 of Cups life with this person, and right now they're just willing to offer you the 1 cup at the moment. So have patience with yourself and the situation, right? Definitely take some time, have moderation. The other thing that I'm seeing here with this is Temperance is obviously moderation, but it's also moderation for alcohol, moderation for drinking. And in my Ace of Cups here, they're celebrating, they're partying, they're drinking. So have moderation in the alcohol as well, especially within the first few dates that you have, or the reconnecting. Because if you go from being, disconnected or almost like strangers, to then going out and, let's say, drinking, you're not going to be able to keep your boundaries and to be able to be in the right headspace to set your boundaries, right? And I'm kind of feeling this here with this Devil card, with definitely setting this boundary. Sorry about that. My dog and my cat are best friends and they play, but it sounds like my dog is eating and killing my cat. So I don't want you guys having to hear that. So what I was saying, or trying to say up here, is that I feel like this in the past might have been a codependent relationship, okay? And that's where that setting that boundaries is really going to play, because when you're starting anew, you don't want to be codependent. You don't want to be codependent anyways. But that's like the lesson that hopefully you've learned in the past. And now you're trying to move forward. You see how these people are combined together here, right? So to me, it's about, in this situation, it's about codependency, right? Or Yeah, I'm going to stick with codependency on that, of what I'm really feeling. So I'm going to take our 10 of cups and bring it back over here. Then we also have this magician. And so with the magician card, as you might be aware of, it's really telling you that you embody everything that you have, or everything within you, to be able to bring in what you want. Either you've been manifesting this person to come back, or they've been manifesting to come back into your life. Somewhere in the line, someone's been manifesting and hoping, but it will bring abundance to you. I love how this still has the connection between the heavens and the earth, or as I like to see, the 5D to the 3D connection. But you're getting the blessing, right? So this is a blessed relationship coming in again, that you or them are manifesting, and it looks. Like I said, it looks positive. Just make sure that you are setting these healthy boundaries, because you don't want to, if this is all thinking that they want to have this nice, happy home, happy life type of thing with you, you want to set it in the right path, right? You want to be able to continue forward and moving in a positive direction. You don't want to have troubles coming up later on because the boundaries weren't set, right? Then again, so to reinforce that boundaries, we have this 7 of Wands, and it's sitting between, sitting here between these two. And so with me, again, it's about standing ground to what you found out in your clarity, what you found out, doing your deep work, right? And the truth of the matter. And also here with this traditional marriage, setting those boundaries, like saying, you know what, I love you, and I want to be in a committed relationship with you. I'm not going to, I don't know, let's say I'm not going to have intimate relations with you until I know that you are no longer going to be seeing other people, or saying, I want to have a committed relationship with you, but we have some work we have to do as a couple before we can do that, or I don't even know, like some morals and values, that go along with being in this way. Like maybe it's setting that boundary of like saying, I want to be in this relationship with you, but this is what I'm doing as an individual person, and I need you to respect that about me, right? I need you to be able to allow, for us to be independent people, or else, you can't have a positive relationship. So anyway, so 7 of Wands here. And then lastly, we have this Hierophant card again. And Hierophant is that traditional value. What I like here, though, about this Hierophant card, it has this bear in it. And the bear, to me, is always about introspection. It's about looking within for the truth. Here we have the double keys, and then we have the blessing. I can't remember what the double keys represent off the top of my head, but there's some symbology between the keys. I think it's like the religious aspect, and then the hand like this, that's the blessing. So again, really take that time to do that introspection about this relationship, about the connection, and what you want with the connection, right? You can't go wrong with seeking answers from within and listening to your heart. I'm an Aquarius, and air signs, we tend to really get into our head space, right? The great thing about you, Virgo, is that you are an earth sign, and that you are so grounded, practical. You think about things, ahead of time, and consequences and such. So really ground yourself and look within and find the answers within to any problems that you're having, or any decisions that you need to make. This sounds like it's going to be one great week for you. I mean, I'm totally ecstatic for you. I know it doesn't seem like it. I'm really a mellow type of person, but this sounds very exciting, and I can't wait to hear more about it. I can't wait to see how this progresses over the weeks. And thank you so much for letting me do your reading. You guys have a great week. Thanks. Bye.